we're going to be doing 9, 10 exercises in a HIIT format. So there'll be some cardio thrown in there, but it's predominantly working the core. So first exercise, so 3 rounds, 3 exercises. Work rest time is getting harder and harder, the usual. First exercise is knees up crunch, find is super safe and effective for working the core. Then we've got side plank dips for the sides of the core and also the deep muscle in the back called the QL. That causes a lot of back pain issues. We will be doing that with or without weight. It's up to you, dealer's choice. You can do the first set without weight, and then the second and third set you can add weight to it. I've got 8 kilograms there. Round 2, we've got dead bug disassociation. This is a new exercise where we're going to be focusing on the contraction of this part just below the top abs in the middle. Yeah.
Yes, maybe when he loves harder even more.
She's watching YouTube. Then we've got left side, right side bicycle. So limb disassociation is going to be a really important one for engaging this part of the core. So I do have a weakness here. I'm able to connect to above and below in the core quite well. However, this area isn't properly connecting to yet, so we're going to be working on that. It's quite complicated engaging and training the core in an effective way. Yeah, so when you are engaging the core, you want your rib cage to stay tucked in, so that engages this part as you're working it, and you want to feel tension here. So pushing your belly button down into the spine. But how do we engage this part, this portion of the core? We also need to push this part into the ground as well, which is something that I have been struggling with, and I'm doing my own rehab for that during these live workouts. So that's the second round, and the third round, 3 new exercises. We've got V up, so be hand assisted, or if you want to go a little bit harder with them, feel free. Then we've got V sit leg raise. So you're in the V sit position, you're raising your leg to strengthen the hip flexors so we can work on that flexibility afterwards, and then a reverse crunch. And then the finisher is all 9 exercises back to back with random work rest timings, and there is a 10th one. There is a mistake in this method. So we'll be finishing with burpees. 40 seconds. I want to sneeze. Got a bit of a cold from the plane, I think. And then after we've done all of that volume on the core, we're going to work on some strength training in the core. So we've got heavy side bends. Hi, Queen Crush. I was wondering where you've been. I hope you're well. Side bends, left side, right side. Then we've got crisscross crunch. So you're able to add some weights into your hands with that one as well. And then knees up crunch again because it's so effective. Hi, I really enjoyed your vlog. I was really immersed in it. You seem to have a knack for making vlogs. Thank you so much. I mean, Scott said like he enjoyed watching as well, but he's super biased, right? So that means so much that you like that. I really enjoyed making it. So, but if there's anything that you would have liked to have seen more of, because we're going to Tenerife with the whole family for 9 days, so I'll be doing a vlog for that. But if there's anything like you'd like to see more of, just let us know. And yeah, I'm really glad that you're entertained by that. I'm screenshot that comment and send it to Scott. Okay. So like I was just saying there for those that are just joining, so we're usually super engaged in this portion of the core, and below here gets forgotten about and underworked, and it's hard to connect to the older you get and if you have children as well. So personally, I've been working and focusing on this part of my core, and I can connect to it pretty well with the exercises in this next workout. However, this part of my core, I find it really hard to connect to. So we'll be focusing on that with limb disassociation, which is an exercise in round 2. So to engage the core properly and to work the abs effectively, it's all about the connection, okay? So rib cage, instead of it flaring out, push it in. So that engages the upper part of the core. Then you want to connect to below the belly button, and you do this by pushing your belly button into the ground. Just think of it like that. This part of the core is something surprisingly I'm having trouble with, but it requires this part to suck in and get pushed in. So if you Google or look on here about stomach vacuuming, that can help that part of the core. But this is an area you'll see when I'm like bending over, I can have trouble connecting to the core. So it's something that I'm relearning now. But who knew that the core was so hard to connect to? I'd love a like and subscribe, guys, if you want to learn about health, fitness, fat loss, and toning. And motivated. I am answering any questions on health and fitness as well. Bring that down a bit. Any trolls will just get blocked. Hi guys, welcome to my live. Knees up crunch. Knees up crunch. You know it's an effective one, it's a safe one. But make sure you start your Fitbit. So we're going to support our neck all the way up, all the way down. And let's bring those hips off the floor to engage the lower part of the core. The slower you do it, the bigger squeeze up, the more you're going to work. More effective the core exercise will be. Right, side plank dips, with or without weight. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Love a like and subscribe. All the way up, all the way down. The reason why I don't do the full version, like with the legs straight, is I find that it's not as isolated on the core. So I'd rather have the weight. Ribcage stays tucked in. Make sure you're bracing the front of the core as well as the sides. Let's read that question. I have a very good physique. Good for you, Prince. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions. I'm a personal trainer, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. Had 2 children. So I'm doing a workout for the core for postnatal women. I'm going to throw in some cardio as well. So working abs. So closing your eyes and really concentrating on where you're feeling the exercise and making sure your core's braced properly really helps as well. Demi's currently asleep, but Ari's here watching YouTube. My triceps are sore and my shoulders and my chest from yesterday's session. Knees up, crunch. All the way up, all the way down. We're not pulling on our neck, we're supporting it. Movement is led by the chest. I'm closing my eyes so I can really concentrate on the core staying engaged, the back being flat against the mat. You okay? Okay, that's fine. You'll be having your dinner late then. Side plank dips, weighted. Yes, baby. You've had plenty of chocolate today, thank you very much. You know it. You have a little boogie? Over to the other side. That was my stronger side. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning. I'd love a like and subscribe if you want motivated and educated on these subjects. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years. Yes, Ari? Ari, it's just your lunch. And you were meant to eat it. No, you've had your pudding. You had chocolate after swimming, remember? Leave me alone. I'm trying to exercise. Spent all day with them. I'm going to do that once more and then move on to round 2. Hey guys. How are we doing? Last time doing knees up crunch. Hey girl, with my cupboards. Honestly, there's no fill in her. She's like the size of an 8-year-old, by the way. Exhale coming up. Get them hips off the floor, pause for a squeeze.
I've not seen this picture before.
We'll have a look in a sec.
Like, it's you and me when I have pink hair.
Oh yeah, no, I like that now. That was in Turkey last year. Elbow directly under the shoulder. This is a shoulder strengthening exercise as well.
I have pink fake hair.
You did. Highly recommend a squishy mat. You're strengthening the sides of the neck as well. There's a shoulder on the side of the abs and a deep muscle in the back. Finishing round 1. Coming down with control, hips touching the floor. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on weight loss, toning, building core. Seems we're training it today. Round 2. Grab a drink. 3 new exercises. Starting with dead bug disassociation. We want to focus on this part of the core. You will hit other areas as well. So dead bug position. Back flat against the floor using the core. Arms and legs up. Circle with the left leg, circle with the right leg, then with the arm, and with the other arm. Trying to keep everything else still, especially big circle as you can manage. Start off small. It's about getting your body to do exactly what you want it to do. Then we've got left side, right side, bicycle crunch. You know, like that one for volume. Okay. Left side, looking all the way over to the left, pushing that lower core and midsection into the ground. Deep breaths. Exhale as you come up, inhale down, supporting the neck, looking left as much as you can for a good thoracic twist. Good, you're strengthening the hip flexors as well with this. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Hope you're having a great day, I certainly am. Back flat. Rib cage stays tucked in. Closing your eyes helps you connect to the core more effectively. If you highly recommend if you're postnatal, if you've had children, or if you know if you've got a weak core. Oh. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Thanks for being here. Oh, it's warm. Then I've got the fire on. Limb disassociation again. Hi, George. Limb disassociation. It's like a plank, only safer. One body part at a time, moving. So I struggle with my leg, so I'm just going to do the legs. It's harder than it looks, that one. Left side, right side, bicycle crunch. Oh no, I saw that queen crush. Doesn't mean anything, it just reflects how unhappy they are. It's just insulting themselves, queen crush. I know it's not true. And like, as if like a random stranger could ever get to me. So pushing the midsection of the core into the ground. Let it burn and feel that engagement. It should burn, you should fire up and feel tired. Let's go. Exhale, inhale down, supporting the neck, looking right as far as you can for spine health. Oh, I'm going to do that once more. Hi Brian, how are you doing? Hey guys, welcome to my live. Here's the feet comments. Right, dead bug disassociation with the legs. One leg at a time. Keeping the core engaged. Just the leg is moving, nothing else. One circle at a time. Very hard to find this if you're doing it right. 3, 2, 1. Left side, bicycle crunch only. Rib cage in. That keeps the upper core engaged. Sucking in your stomach keeps the middle section engaged. I'm learning. And thinking about the hips off the floor keeps the lower portion of the core engaged. Oh, burning where I should be. All nice and slow. Really needing to close my eyes to engage where I want. It's on fire. Oh. Round 2 done. Right, V-ups next. Thanks, Scott. I'm sorry, Scott had to see that comment. Guys, if you want to see a whale workout, like and subscribe. V-ups. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, struggling. V-sit leg raises for strong hip flexors that are going to help reduce stiffness around the hip area. Thanks, Brian. Hip flexors. So tucking the tailbone under, one at a time, because my hip flexors are very tight, but also weak. And yours will be too if you don't do things like this. Because I do a lot of deadlifts and squats. Oh. And then we've got reverse crunch. Get the body I wanted. I'm so glad it motivated you, Queen Crush. Wow, there's a lot of jealous people on today. Reverse crunch. Keep scrolling if you don't like fitness, motivation, and educational content, okay? I don't really care if you scroll. So reach in for the stars, squeezing the abs at the top, coming down with control. Oh, I'm going to do that again. Oh. God, there's a lot of weirdos on today. Is it because it's a Tuesday or something? He's probably never done an ab workout in his life. V-ups. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain. Oh, that was really tough. Thanks, James. Mwah.
I love you, Mum.
I love you too. Imagine going on the internet and trying to make someone's day a little bit crap. Is life not hard enough? These people try and stop me. I'll always be here. I'm committed. They probably don't even know how to spell that word. They'll never stop me. So you may as well join me. Reverse crunch next. I'm just getting blocked, W. Right, reverse crunch. Even if it's just 4 quality reps. Trying to come down as slow as you can. Might not look like I'm trying to do that. I'll do that once more. Yeah, it's just because I'm getting pushed out. Queen crush. I noticed it happened right at the start. It's a good sign. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Don't try to be. But it's more funny that they've taken the time to comment. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Answering any questions on core engagement and rehab after babies. Oh. V-sit leg raise. These are tough. It's always men, have you noticed? Women don't really bring women down. You're obviously feeling adequate. You hurt your tailbone last time.
Yeah, but we don't go on that side.
Oh, reverse crunch. Reverse crunch, coming down as slow as you can. That's not soft, Harry. Cushions are soft. Oh. Now it's all exercises back to back to finish. I did, Brian, thank you. I had a great time on holiday. No, I'm exercising. Starting with knees up crunch. Let's finish the HIIT, the cardio core. I'm going to finish with a minute of burpees. Small man syndrome, definitely. Knees up crunch. Remember to slow it down.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and squeeze. Use that vacuum. Suck in the middle portion of your core. Oh, careful. Beep, beep. Side plank dips. I can barely get up at this point. I know, be careful of your knees. Make sure you're landing on bent knees for shock absorber. Engage the front of the core when you're doing side plank dips. It's a really good stretch this.
And this week and this one, look.
Wow. Over to the other side. Scotty's quiet compared to me. Yeah. He's very quiet, like I sit next to him when he's driving the car and I can barely hear what he's saying. I'm always thinking, can I turn the volume up on him? So hopefully you can hear him in the vlog. I need to put a mic on him 24/7. No, I think it's just me and my children very loud. Dead bug disassociation. Yeah, it's a new skill that Scott's learning. Keeping everything still as possible as you're moving. Left side, right side, bicycle crunch. Quality reps, guys. I've got a lot of questions lately on core rehab after babies and how it should feel. You really got to learn how your core feels when you're exercising it. If you can be overactive here and not really feel here being engaged, that's a problem, man or woman. Hip clicks are a sign of core breakdown and weakness. If you've got a desk job, you likely got a weak lower core. Yeah. Yeah. What have we got next? V-ups. Hi AJ, how you doing? Scott says, yeah. Nice, you can be funny, Scott. Makes me laugh. We had a really good time in Ibiza. Leg raises Visa. I love a like and subscribe, guys. If you want fitness education and motivation, you can't have a strong lower core without strong hip flexors. This is how we get it. Oh, V, reverse crunch. Curving up and curving down. Spinal articulation, coming down one vertebrae at a time, as slowly as you can. Squeezing the abs to come up. Burns like mad. Good. Final exercise is burpees. Burpees. Cardio. Good, I'm glad. 40 seconds. Actually, I think it's a minute of burpees. Let's go. Get that heart rate up. How fit you are is an indicator, the best indicator of how healthy you are. So make sure you're doing something that's challenging, get you out of breath at least once a week for your heart and lungs. Using them carbs so they're not causing havoc with hormones, insulin. 9, 8, come on, 7, 6, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down on the floor. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, specialising in female fat loss and rehab after children and back pain, specialising in nutrition. Here answering any questions that you may have. I know it's quite confusing in the industry. Any supplement questions, anything like that, are very welcome. So we've just done cardio core for the abs and health. And now we're going to move over to strength training for the core. There's a lot more rest, but we're lifting heavier. making sure, because the core is like any other muscle group, requires volume. Sorry, progressive overload and volume. In lots of variety of ways to train it and build it. When you came back home, I started working out again on your regular. Nice to have you here with me, Queen Crow. Bye, Brian. Thanks for joining in. Right, my legs are killing. My legs are killing from 2 days ago. Because yesterday we trained chest, didn't we? Chest and triceps. And triceps and chest are sore, so that was successful. Although to build muscle, you don't actually need to ache the next day. Let's keep that in mind. But I do like to ache. Right, side bends. So side bends for the core can look a little bit funny. They do get slagged off by people who don't know any better, basically. But they are really effective way of training the sides of the core. I was freezing before I started and now I'm boiling. Crazy. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So we're going to be doing heavy side bends. So as heavy weight as you've got, I have got the 17.5s, as you know if you've been with me before, but I'm already fatigued, so I'm going to use a 14. Side bends 10 to 15 each side. Let's see what these come. Hi, Zubidin. So the side bends work the external and internal obliques, but also a deep muscle in the back here called the QL for short that keeps you upright. Now, if this is weak or tight, it's going to cause back pain, so we're training that. Hi, Ayob, how you doing? Abby's not on today. I've not seen her. Left side, right side. Then we're going to have a light dumbbell in each arm on the floor. Got 2 twos here. For crisscross crunch, such a good one that, for adding weight to the core. Hi Davey, how are you doing? You throwing money at me? Oh no, it's a flag. See what I want to see. Not leg day today, no. Core. But I've got these out, so to take it away from my grip strength. Knees up crunch as well. So it's a giant set. Technically a tricep because it's 3 exercises, isn't it? Okay. So rib cage in, belly button into spine. Think of the vacuum sucking in. Chest proud, shoulders down away from ears and soft knees. Stretch and flex. Make sure you're not leaning forward or back. You're right in the middle. I think that's 3, 4. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. 6. You can pause for a stretch at the bottom of the movement. 7. If you are tight in the hip area. 8, 9, 10. Over to the other side for 10. That's not loads. However, we've just done a metafit on the core, so I'm taking that into consideration. The muscles are going to be quite fatigued at this point. Hey guys, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for joining me and supporting me. So make sure you engage in the front of the core as well. Stability, this is challenging. Core stability as well. I think that's about 7, 8, 9, one more. Then we're going to go to crisscross crunch. Can you see my mat? Yep. This one's really good for my weakest part of the core, which is just above the belly button, below the ribs. So crossing the arms over, crossing the legs over so there's more weight. So it's like a knees up crunch, but you're not supporting the neck this time, you're strengthening the neck muscles. Leading with the chest. Make sure you're not overly moving the neck. Then knees up crunch to support the neck. If you notice, I've got my eyes closed so I can connect to the core, the shaking core. Oh, rest. Grab a drink. I'm going to do that again. So we're doing a lot of volume on the core. I don't know what my mum's sending me on Facebook. She was sending me videos. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I am answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning, building muscle. If you've got any core questions as well. So I am still in the middle of my own rehab after 2 children. Upper and lower parts of the core are engaging fine. I don't know if you've noticed, those who are with me quite a lot, this part of the core is something that I'm having trouble connecting to. So just to talk you through it again. So the upper core is overworked normally from all the crunches. You connect to this easily by pushing your rib cage in as you're doing core exercises and you're breathing with the rib cage staying in and just having a poke around there. Oh, my mum's sending me Timu for her order. Yeah, and you can have a feel and make sure there's tension there. It should feel hard, but if it doesn't, it will get harder over time. Get used to how it works. Then here is obviously like a problem area for many people. If you've got back pain, it's usually because this area is weak. If you've had children, this area is weak. Weak pelvic floor, weak lower core. So how do you connect to this? Lifting the hips up off the floor like some of the exercises that we've done today, having a poke around, making sure there's engagement, pushing your belly button down into the ground and flattening that natural curve against the ground. So these two are great. Here is what I'm having trouble connecting to. Now I am sore the next day after working core in this area, but it's not enough for me to contract it during the exercise in an effective, super effective way. So I've just learned recently is it requires, so you know how I said rib cage in for the belly button into spine to engage these parts of the core? This part here also requires a sucking in. So if you Google vacuum, stomach vacuum, that's the kind of movement that you need, as well as the other stuff on top to engage the midsection of the core. See how complicated it is to train abs and get six pack, and who knew? Watching the live stream from, you're in Australia. Any advice on how to stay, how was the flight, Ayob? Any advice on how to stay motivated? Used to work out during the holidays. Motivated to work out during, I'll just screenshot that because I'll do a video on that actually. Because it's something I am quite good at, going away on vacation or holiday and still getting into the gym. So don't look at it as, oh, I've got to go to the gym. Look at it as I get to go to the gym. I'm a bit stiff after a long haul flight. How can I stay up my day with a positive? You're free, you don't have the same commitments, I'm imagining, that you do when you're home because you're on vacation, right? So what I do recommend is getting a workout and the majority of steps out of the way during the morning, because motivation will decline as it gets hotter and as time goes on and you get more food in you, and if you're drinking. Long flight. Honestly, I don't know how you did it. Or hopefully you had lots of leg room, not like EasyJet like me. But yeah, the long haul flights just do not suit my pelvis at all. I usually take a break from lifting weights when I'm on vacation. Well, if you're away for a week, that'd be great. You could probably come back with some PBs. The rest can do you the world of good. But if it's 2 weeks, I would, the first week, try and stay into some sort of routine. So you're a experienced exerciser, Ayob, so you'll know when's best to train and what you normally do on, say, a Tuesday. So try and stay into some sort of routine that first week. And then if you let it go to pot a little bit, the final week, that's not going to make a difference really to your goals a week, but it's when you come back that's damaging to your weight loss goals. You know, like if you don't get straight back on it and start exercising and get into routine with your food again, that is what's detrimental. So it's not the holiday itself usually, because you've got more time for steps, better food to, like, you know, it's all prepped if it's all inclusive, and access to a gym, etc. less time constraints. It's when you come back, because you can have holiday blues and stuff. It's the mentality associated with that. Well, great question. I think I'll do like top tips for staying on track whilst holiday. I'll record that today. I think I'll have a think about it, and then hopefully you'll see it out. But hopefully that helped a wee bit. But trying to stay into some sort of routine when you're on holiday and get your workout done in the morning, so it's not hanging over you and you can forget about it. And make sure you take the rest if you're feeling tired from the long haul flight. But I would prioritise some stretches today. I don't know what age you are. If you're in your 20s, you might get away with it. But if you're in your 30s, you really want to stretch after a long haul flight. Can do the world of good, because we're not meant to be sat down for those periods of time, let alone for like 8 hours. But I'm sure you got up and moving and stuff as well, didn't you? I can't imagine you just staying still for 8 hours. Yes, it strengthens and tightens. So also you can get a stretching as well, James, if you pause in at the bottom, leaning into that stretch, and then contract and lift. Yeah, I saw your holiday with Scott and you were working out daily. I did have a couple of rest days. There was a couple of days, and I said to Scott, because like menstrual cycle and all that, says I'm absolutely knackered. Like, we were doing all these steps as well. I says I can't go live today. I'm just not going to have the energy for it. And he said, no, that's fine, because the algorithm, it knows. Like, if you're forcing yourself to do something, it just knows. So I took the rest, and then I came back full of beans. But if you can't be bothered, or you've not got much energy to exercise, and you know you need to get moving, like your body wants to move, but your mind's not there, do a small session, like train abs, train just triceps, like a small muscle group that's going to take less energy from you, if that makes sense. Something that you enjoy, like shoulders. Scott would be training shoulders. Yes, me too, very inspired. Thank you so much. You were even eating healthy during your holiday, I saw from your post, so I kind of feel motivated. I thought, oh, I'm so pleased. So think what stuck with me. It's not my quote. I got it from somewhere else. I read that much stuff. I read that many, like, more skilled coaches and trainers than me. Like, I'm always learning, right? There's so many fantastic coaches out there. And this stuck with me. Give your body what it needs first. So you're delaying gratification, and then have what it wants later. So have all your protein, your fruits, your veggies, your salads, and then after that, you can have the chocolate, the cake, because chances are you'll either not want it or you won't overeat on it, unless there's disordered behaviours towards food, but that's for another story. But you'll usually, because if you want to overeat on chocolate or cake, it's usually because you're hungry. So don't make fat loss harder than it needs to be, is what I'll say. I trained today also 1 hour greetings from Germany. Oh, that's where Scott is. Whereabouts in Germany are you? Scott's in Dusseldorf. You look pretty nice, girl. Thanks, man. No pain, no gain. Food is important to be massive. Right, crisscross crunch. But yeah, I'm gonna do, because people see when I'm away, I'm like, I've got all these tips now for staying on track on holiday, and then my clients, none of them are away. So they're asking different questions, and then when I've not been away and I've forgotten about it all, they'll start asking me how to like get back on track since being away, and I'm like, so I should really like take advantage and create content when it's relevant to me, and now I can point them in the right direction of the content. Crisscross crunch. You okay? If you want, do you want to try and wake your sister up? Do you want to try and wake your sister up? Tell her I've got milk. So we're just doing about 10. We're already fatigued, so this strength training, anything's a bonus. You can really feel that in your neck, but in a good way. You're strengthening a muscle, two muscles, sorry, sternocleidomastoid. That stomach vacuum, it's hard. Oh. How's Abby? It's been a while since I saw her. She was last on before I went to Ibiza because she was talking about um, B stance deadlifts. And then the next day, I'd learnt a new exercise called, I'm calling it this, knee elevated single leg deadlift. I wanted to show her and I've not seen her since. So I'd say it's been about 8-9 days. Thanks, Udo. So that's round 2 finished. Want to do another one? Yes, traveling actually involves going out to eat. Yeah, traveling is. I didn't track, by the way, the whole time I was out. So there's a delivery man there. It's not for me though. The whole time that I was in Ibiza, I didn't track. It's very hard to track, and I'm okay with my clients not doing that. You can see it as a bit of a break from tracking because tracking gets a bit tedious, right? And if you're picking at like a few things, it's hard. I don't know where it is, baby. I think it might be getting washed. I thought you'd seen it. That's why you wanted it on. Yeah, so I don't recommend tracking. Just wasting your time. Like you don't know how much stuff weighs and all of that. But if you can fill up on high volume, so heavy, low calorie foods, it's less likely going to overeat anyway. Stuff that has a lot of water in to keep you hydrated. But going out to eat, obviously they add additional oils in, and but if you're getting high steps, that counteracts that because you've got less time restraints, so you're able to get more steps in when you're away. So I thought that controlling your diet while there would require advanced dietary training. It's just knowing what to eat. And you know what? I used to hate salads and vegetables. But the more you force yourself to eat them, you actually start enjoying them. So if you can put the groundwork in before you go away, because if you start eating all your veggies, all your salads, and all your fruit, and lots of variety, you'll get a strong immune system. Your gut microbes will be happy. Because if you don't feed them, they feed on you, and that's how you get leaky gut and all these other all these other there we go. What was I saying? Yeah, the more of those low calorie, high volume, heavy foods that you eat, the more weight you're going to lose. Whereas if you're just prioritizing pasta, hang on a second, I'm sure that guy's trying to get out. He's stuck. Can I make a call on here? Right, 2 seconds. I need to go to my car and get the key fobs. I've got a gate. Sorry about that. So it's like a gated community. And the delivery driver, bless him, got stuck. And here's me just going, oh, there's a delivery driver there, la da da da, talking here, and that poor guy's like, can't get out of the gates. I was like, then it clicked. I'm like, duh. All right. But how much do I train in a week? I train too much. Don't copy me. But when I'm tired, I do have a day off. I'll train 5 to 6 times a week. I don't know where it is, baby. I'll train about 4 strength training sessions a week. I have upped that, so say 5 now. I incorporate stretch and yoga and rehab within my workouts because who's got time for that shit on its own? I am in the process of learning the splits. What else? Oh, and I do cardio, hard cardio, at least once a week, but twice is a sweet spot. Studies show any more hard cardio than about 3 times a week. There's a law of diminishing returns there. Maybe I don't. Right, let me just have a look for these pants for you. Demi, wake up! Let's see. God, if she don't get what she wants, she just cries, man. Are you sure they're not at Nana's? Yeah, I can't find them, baby. They're either at Nana's or in the wash. Why don't you have a look in the washing machine, see if it needs to be dry. That's pretty good. Now I have 3 days full, and tomorrow also I have 4 days. I think it's okay. Now a lot of what I see on here, people overtrain. Like I'll say to someone, sorry, they'll ask me a question like how to build shoulder muscles, right? Yeah, not yet. And they'll be training shoulders like 5 days a week. There's a law of diminishing returns. More isn't better, and you need that rest and recovery to build muscle. So you stimulate the muscle to grow during the session, and then you feed it and you rest it, and that's when the actual growth happens. So if you're not getting enough protein, you're not going to be able to build muscle. So my protein has suffered since I've been in Ibiza, but I was still getting a minimum of say 80, which you don't want to go less than that. It's knowing where's best to place your efforts. Crisscross crunch. Let's have a drink. Have a look at your core as well when you're exercising, especially if you're postpartum. If you've had children, if your core's coming out, it's called doming. Have a look at that. If your core's coming out as you're crunching, and you could have diastasis recti, and it comes with a whole host of problems. I trained one day this muscle group and the other day this muscle group, you know, so you alternate. Yeah, that sounds all right. Hey guys, I'd love a like and subscribe. I'm a trainer of 12 years, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. Here to share some motivation and knowledge on all things health, fitness, weight loss, nutrition, building muscle. Oh, they're so hard, man. Knees will crunch. And we'll get into some stretches. Oh, I'm going to put that fire back on. Ari, did you try waking your sister up? Did she not wake up? Then she fell back asleep. Hey guys. Right, I'm going to get into some stretches now. So Sphinx to start. So pushing the elbows down into the ground, chest proud, looking up to the sky, pushing the hips into the ground, feeling that lower curve in the back. Squeezing the bum cheeks protects your lower back if you're worried. Breathe, slow exhale. Just waiting for our nervous system to calm down. Chill out, man. Wide knees, child's pose. The inner thigh and lower back. When I come into puppy pose, so in puppy pose, your hips should stay over your knees and it's your upper body that bends and comes down. This is good for thoracic mobility. Lat stretch. You can bend the elbows for tricep stretch as well. Trying to get that chest to floor. Good. Then we're going to stretch off the sides of the abs, the obliques, and QL. Thanks, Udo. Thanks for your support. Oh, nose is so itchy, man. Arm up and over. I could literally stay in this position a while. You're feeling the stretch all on the sides of the back and lateral side. Demi, wake up! So she fell asleep at 1:30. What time is it now? There's no way she's been asleep for 3 hours. That baby's not well. She was a bit clingy when I dropped off the nursery today as well. Was it really? It was 1:30. Oh shit. Great, she's gonna have a great sleep tonight, isn't she? No, I do think she needed the nap, the sleep though. Good. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon. So tomorrow I will be working pull-ups and upper back strength and back strength in general. So hope to see you there.